Raya, who is an eye doctor. So, Ryan, where did you study and what courses did you take?
So, hi, Johan. I had done my MBBS from the University of Bombay, and then I did my MS in ophthalmology, after which I did a number of fellowships all around the world.
Okay. So, what motivated you to be an eye doctor?
So, the thing here is, I always wanted to be a doctor from the time I can remember. I think I was as little as 3 or 4 when I think I wanted to be a doctor, and that ambition only grew stronger with time. And the thing is, I always wanted to be a neurosurgeon. In fact, I started my training in neurosurgery. And then somewhere down the line, I realized that that wasn't the right fit for me. And the closest thing to neurosurgery was ophthalmology because the eye is an offshoot of the brain. And I wanted to do something that was very specific and focused. So that led me to ophthalmology and now 20 years as an eye doctor.
Okay. So, which organizations have you worked for earlier?
So I have my own daycare eye hospital, and which is in uh, Bandra, and I also work for Leelavati Hospital located in Bandra. I've also worked with the Holy Family Hospital, with the Holy Spirit Hospital, Saint Elizabeth Hospital, and a
Okay.
number of other smaller hospitals over the years.
So, how do you use technology and how do you think it will impact your line of business?
So technology, I think, is going to have a major impact in any and every profession as time goes by, and we're already seeing it happen right now. And I think uh, technology is leveraged in two ways in my profession. One, in diagnostic, in equipment. So the way we examine, the way we diagnose, the way we treat, there's technology everywhere, and it's expanding with time. And I think in the future, technology is going to play a very central, pivotal role in medicine and more so in ophthalmology. In fact, ophthalmology is one of the disciplines in medicine where there has been an explosion of technology in the last decade. Secondly, in the way we manage data. So, right from the way we record patient information and data, we retrieve that information, and I think collating that information in the right way helps us in better patient management and in better patient care. So technology will have role. I think technology will have a role to play everywhere. Also today, we are using newer tenets of facets of technology like artificial intelligence and machine learning to kind of improve on our diagnostic capabilities. And in the future, I think with robotics, a lot of our surgical skills will also be replaced, giving a higher level of precision to our work. So technology is
Okay.
everywhere. It's just about everywhere.
Yeah. So, what skills should someone have to succeed in your field?
Passion.
Mm.
I think a lot of youngsters today take up medicine because of the what is the right word? A lot of them feel there's glamour associated with the doctor title. A lot of people think there's money in this field. Okay, so let me clear those misconceptions right now. Okay, well, there is money in any profession, any field today, but the money is not comparable to a business or an industry. So if you're getting into this profession, if you're getting into the field of medicine only for money, then please don't do it. Second is there's no glamour with this field. There's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of dedication, and there's a lot of passion that's there. It's only after you become a doctor that you realize that, like in most professions, there's a lot of hard work, and if you are not dedicated to your profession, then you're not going to be very happy about it. I think this pandemic that we are seeing now has proved to everyone that medicine is not something you take up if you are not genuinely and truly dedicated to this field.
Okay. So, how do you measure success?
How do I measure success, or how does my profession measure success?
How do you measure success?
I think for me, success is a measure of what my patients think of me. If most of my patients think that I'm a good doctor, that I'm doing good work, they're happy with the kind of work that I do, then I think that's successful. If I'm
Okay.
able to, if I'm able to offer them the best care there is to offer in terms of uh, patient satisfaction, in terms of technology, in terms of results, in terms of the latest that is there, I think that's a measure of success.
Okay. So, any guidance for those who are looking to pursue a career in ophthalmology?
A career in ophthalmology specifically, or a career in medicine?
Actually, medicine.
Yeah. So, like I said, once if you decide that you want to take up a career in medicine, you need to be very sure of a couple of things. One is you need to be passionate about medicine. You do not, like I said earlier, you do not come into this profession thinking there is good money or thinking there's glamour associated with this profession. There's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of dedication. You may have to compromise on a lot of aspects of your life, like your social life and a lot of other things. There's a lot of hard work if you want to become a really good doctor. And by good doctor, I don't mean a rich doctor, a famous doctor. I mean a doctor who, as I said, genuinely is concerned about his patients and whose patients are truly happy with the way he or she performs. So I think passion is very, very important. Once you decide that you're passionate enough to take up medicine, then and then only you venture into this profession. There are going to be years and years of hard work. Believe me, there'll be a lot of frustration down the line, a lot of it, because you'll see a lot of your peers, your contemporaries, your friends uh, starting life ahead of you. It will be a good 8 to 12 years before you come out on your own. But at the end of it, if you're passionate enough about the subject, it's going to be well worth the wait.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your input.
Okay, I hope that helps you.